I absolutely loved being in the Royal Marines. I wanted to join the Royal Marines since I was 4 years old, by all accounts, my parents told me. So it's all I've ever wanted to do. Becoming a Royal Marine was a dream for me, it really was. I don't think you realise how big a part of your life it is. It's not a job, it's a vocation, it's a way of life. Leaving the Royal Marines was a trauma. It was difficult, you know. It was exciting to try something new, but equally it was frightening to leave something that you'd spent so long doing. Yeah, and the uncertainty was difficult. But in the end, I found the job at the Tower was where I really wanted to be, heard about it, went for it, and got the job. So it's been a brilliant transition.
Next to it and right behind you is the world famous or infamous Bloody Tower.
Becoming a Beefeater to me was about doing something iconic. It quite excited me to be part of something so unique, I suppose. There are only 32 of us now. There's a collective sense of pride in the uniform we wear. We wear the Queen's uniform. We are quite a unique and ancient body of men and women. We were formed in 1485. The Tower is a World Heritage Site partly because of us. It's one of the oldest communities, still doing the same job and same role it's always done. And so, yeah, that's quite an overwhelming sense sometimes of history on your shoulders. You'd have often heard of the phrase cheerfulness in the face of adversity, which is something that we do live by in the Royal Marines, you know, and I've seen people laughing in the most ridiculous positions that you just shouldn't be laughing in. And so I think that's ingrained in all of us. And again, I'm not going to say that I don't wake up sometimes feeling a little bit sorry for myself, but there's no point because it isn't going to change it. I've got MS, that's not going anywhere. My choice to climb Mont Blanc when I was first diagnosed, or quite close to when I was first diagnosed, was very much a sod you MS. I'm not going to let you dictate what I can do and can't do. And for selfish reasons as well, it may have been the last mountain I climbed, so I wanted to make it a good one. I think the way I feel about MS changes. It sometimes can be quite scary, particularly the one I've got, which is called secondary progressive MS, which means that I'm on a slide and I'm not getting off that slide. My right hand is very difficult. Things like writing, doing buttons and shoelaces up, even putting my socks on is very difficult because there isn't much use in this hand. It's frustrating. There are a lot of cognitive issues, so I will forget halfway through a sentence what I'm talking about. There can be quite emotional mood swings as well. Balance is a big issue with me as well. I often, it looks like I'm drunk, if I'm honest. One of the consequences of MS is a thing called foot drop, and it's quite common. Because the signal is not getting to my lower leg from my brain, my foot doesn't therefore know to lift itself up. A functioning electronic stimulator is something that is like a TENS machine, I guess, on steroids. It attaches to your leg by 2 pads, and there's lots of wires that run up and down your leg, but it's quite cumbersome. So it's very effective, but very cumbersome. The specialist physio mentioned this new FES, this electronic cuff, but you know, we don't do it on the NHS. It's a very expensive cuff, but we feel we should tell you about it. And so I went and thought about it, and I think I phoned Jonathan up and asked, would there be a possibility that you know, maybe the Royal Marines charity could fund that? And I think without hesitation, Jonathan agreed that, you know, that was a great idea. So I'm very fortunate. I think I'm one of only 2 people in London that's got one. And it's transformed my day-to-day living. I can take it on and off in seconds. Yeah, and it's really changed everything for me. It's not a cure for my MS. You know, at the end of the day, I mean, physically at the end of the day, I become incredibly tired, and it's not able to overcome that. But it absolutely keeps me working. As I say, without this thing on my leg, there's no way I'd be able to walk 200 metres without it. There's absolutely no way. In fact, I struggle to walk around the house sometimes. So this absolutely keeps me at work, it keeps me employed, and again that benefits my mental health, so it really is a big deal to have this. I think asking for help for all of us is a difficult thing to do. Asking for help is an extension of our previous lives in the Marines. You know, we work in a section, we work in a troop, we work together. And I think the Royal Marines Charity is a member of your section, is a member of your troop, you know, and they are there to help you, you know, and you're there to help them, I guess, in many ways, by supporting the charity, fundraising for the charity. So I think it's a two-way street. You know, the Royal Marines Charity gets something, and then we all get something in return if we need it. It doesn't mean we all need help, but if we do need help, you know, I think knowing that that blanket is there, ready to catch us and support us, I think is really, really important.